Where's mine?
Who's that, Frank? Who is it?
Chilling. How you doing? Right. Yeah, that's good. Thanks very much, young man.
KUGAN CASSIUS IFL TV in association with MTK Global in Newcastle. Post-show interview here with Frank Warren. Frank, did it live up to the expectations?
I thought it was a very absorbing fight. Yeah. You know, obviously they both got very good boxing brains, and they both had a lot of respect for each other. There's no doubt about that. And I just felt that you know, there were some of those rounds were sort of very close. There were some close rounds in. You know, people I was sitting around were all saying, "Who do you think was winning?" It? You know, one had Liam up by 4-3, and the other one, you know, it was 5-2, and it was. And not one person there agreed on how they were seeing it, which you know, and I thought it was pretty close. And I think the last two rounds really decided it. I thought he came on strong in the last two rounds, and but it's good experience for Liam Williams, and he certainly doesn't disgrace himself, does he? I mean, you know, he's a good, you know, he's a very good fighter, and I'm sure he'll come again. And obviously for Liam, he goes on for the prize now.
Absolutely, he's shot to reclaim his world title.
It is, and Cotto fights in a couple of weeks' time, and depending who wins that, I mean, Cotto's a big favourite going into it, and if he wins it, he's obviously got a choice of vacating that title. If what he said he's going to be.
Is that the most likely situation?
Well, he said it's going to be his last fight, but you know, we always hear those things, don't we? But if it's not his last fight, then Liam will be fighting Cotto. If he doesn't, he'll fight whoever the next contender in line is. So that's where he's at. Whatever happens, Liam will fight for the world title early next year. That's what we're heading towards.
Saw Josh Lever come through a really rocky start to that fight.
Well, I've got to tell you something.
Beat Glenn Foote.
You know, when I looked, I thought about the fight when we made it, and I thought, was the guy got too much experience for him? And they were tight, and certainly it was very, you know, the first couple rounds, I thought, oh, we've got a problem here, or he's got a problem. And he got himself, you know, he sort of got himself back together. He got, you know, it was, you know, just had to get his composure, and that's what it was. What I was sort of worried about, and he was sort of like, he was old man in him, you know, he was jumping on him, he was putting him out of his stride. He'd done what he had to do. But I thought at the end, again, those final rounds, the championship rounds, he came through, Josh. He sort of got it back together again and started, you know, and I thought that was the deciding factor. It was a great fight for the fans.
Absolutely. The Nathan Gorman story continues.
Yeah, I mean, you know, 2 undefeated heavyweights, and I thought he shaped up well. The German guy. I thought he really shaped up well. But Nathan did what he did, and when you think about it, I mean, he's another one. You know, he's one of those, you know, sort of seem to be getting a few of them coming along like buses at the moment. Only had 10 amateur fights, 10 amateur fights, and he's had, what was it, 11 pro fights. I mean, it's not a bad feat when you consider it. You know, for the experience that he's had. It's not like he was a kid fighting younger and. You know, as I say, had amateur experience. He had none, so he's done extremely well, and he seems to be slimming down now and getting a bit more definition in his body.
Is it too soon to be talking about him and Daniel Dubois?
No, I think that'll happen sometime next year. I mean, it's a natural fight, isn't it? I'm sure that's one that we will do, but we'll see how it goes. I mean, you know, Daniel's fighting on the 9th of December at the Copper Box, so. Hopefully he comes through his fight, and then we'll see what happens next year.
And obviously there was a British title clash tonight. Thomas Patrick Ward defending successfully against Sean Davis.
He did well considering he had quite a bad cut, and he came through it and did what he had to do. So you know, he's another notch on his belt.
Absolutely. Decent crowd in there tonight as well, Frank.
Yeah, it was a good crowd, and they certainly enjoyed it, didn't they? They all got behind it. It was quite a good atmosphere, and I always knew there would be because they love their sport up here. You know, it's a great sporting city, Newcastle. There's no doubt about that. You know, and it's a good place because that fight had to be put on in a neutral venue. It's a great place to put it on because they did buy into it and they did enjoy the fight.
On to Belfast now. Next week, huge night for Jamie Conlon and also Carl Frampton and Paddy Barnes. So should be very lively in Belfast next week. Frank.
Well, it's going to be lively, isn't it? I mean, that's more or less sold out, and I think we're going to see some good quality fights on there, some great fights on the undercard. There's 2 really good world title fights, and obviously we've got the man himself, the Jackal. He's back, and he'll be in action and looking to get, you know, to put his marker down for next year, so that he can be looking to fight for a world title.
Absolutely. Any other news you can tell us, or anything else going on?
We'll be announcing James DeGaulle and Lee Selby's opponents on Monday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so.
All right. We'll look forward to that.
Them, so that'd be good.
Are you going to send me a sneaky text later to let me know?
I'll send you a sneaky text. I know you like a sneaky text.
Love a sneaky text. Frank Warren, thank you very much. Sean Trifle TV, and like I said, we'll catch up with you next week. Cheers, mate.
Good.